c'est ce que ça donne.
Ouais. Et puis on parle en anglais, c'est bizarre ça.
Okay. We don't get used to speaking English together.
No,
Yeah.
because
We
we normally write in English, but we never speak in English. It's not what we
Max,
do.
Max, you're half German, half French.
Exactly.
So maybe it's why we never. I don't know. Maybe easier to speak in French, but
Yes. Yeah, with my family we speak in French, and but it's harder to write. There are too many exceptions in French. So it's like, oh, how do you write it? Double E, one E, ES, I don't know. Too many exceptions.
Okay. So this is our first podcast about OpenStatus. Let's see where it goes, and let's go. So for this first podcast, we wanted to talk about the history of OpenStatus and yeah, just give you some insight about where we met, what happened for the first couple of months, and yep.
Yeah,
So
what happened at the beginning? What was the initial, how did it start?
well, when actually I didn't remember it. When you, I didn't have exact memory. I know it started on Twitter, and I think we were part of the same community, the same circle on Twitter back then.
Yeah.
And I don't remember until you get some preparation done for this podcast, and you just found out the first tweet. I don't know how did you find out the first tweet, because I think I deleted all my tweet couple of weeks ago or a couple of months ago.
Yes, we have a blog post, and so we used to use I think Twitter, the Twitter component from Vercel, and you deleted your account, and we had build issues at this time, like and then we were like, okay, let's take some screenshots of the message, and we have still some screenshots for about the first message you sent and the one where I responded. So you just ask like, should I build an open source status page alternative with all the latest Next.js features? And I just jumped in and was like,
When was it?
16 June 2023 at 2:31 p.m.
We've been working for almost 3 years on OpenStatus. That's crazy.
Yeah.
It just started with a tweet, and now we've been building this company for 3 years. Amazing. Yeah, I didn't remember I sent this tweet, and I'm glad. And another stranger jumped into my replies, and it was you. A stranger guy.
And you, I checked the DMs before. It was you that then just like DM'd me, and we started like, chatting. But it's not a long chat. We directly went to Slack or Discord. I think it was Slack. We already started with Slack. It was like, it's not a long history on Twitter.
But after a lot of things happened on Twitter, a lot of stuff happened on Twitter after. So yeah, I think, I remember we talked for about 2 weeks. We were just talking, exchanging some messages and trying to figure out how we should do it. Remember, at that time there was also another guy, but sadly I don't remember his name. But there was also another guy.
Nice, I won, and we're still here.
No, we were talking all together. I think we were talking all together with this guy, and I don't know. It was not a match.
Okay.
You remember?
No, I don't remember.
Okay. Anyways.
Okay.
There was another guy, and we talk all together, and we say, okay, maybe we were not sure about that. About starting this product being free people, And we just said, okay, we just connect together, and it was a match. Crazy story. So yeah, I think we spent 2 weeks and just talking about stuff. And my memories, you ship the first status page component. And it was nothing behind it. There was nothing behind it. It was some bar on a random page, and at that time, I think 13 of, I think if we look at the first Git commit, it's something like 13th, like 1st of July 2023.
Okay, yeah. So it would match the 2 weeks of just chatting and trying to find out. And we trying to find, have you tried Prisma? Have you tried Drizzle? It was trying the latest stuff. I think I remember that Shatzien, for example, also started around that, like just trying all the.
Yeah, I think in my memories it was still cool on Twitter back then. It was still. Yeah, if I go on Twitter today, I just see people trying to sell me things, and there is not such a community of. But I don't know. But also for other reason, I'm not on Twitter anymore.
Yeah, I think there's everywhere there are bubbles, and
yep. And for the first month when we were building, like super late June, we just put this landing page online. We start collecting email. I remember it was super easy. We just I think you set up a Upstash Redis where we were collecting
just for waitlist. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, we had a waitlist. I think we collected like 400 emails from that waitlist back then, and we said, okay, let's keep pushing. And we keep building. And it was really fun. I think on my side, I was the one who wanted to launch early.
But it's always whenever we do something, it's not back then. It's which is good. It's not a bad thing, by the way.
I remember we wanted to have like a full set of product, like a full feature set of product, and it should have been perfect before launching. And I was like, oh, fuck it, just launch.
Exactly. You will never launch otherwise. You have to start with something and collect feedback early. And for sure. I think it's one of the main drivers that keeps pushing OpenStatus as well.
Yeah, we have two different philosophy of building and shipping, and you are building some super cool stuff, but sometimes you are crafting it for so long, and I'm just pushing you. Okay, just get it out in the wild. No one is going to notice it, so just get it out in the wild and let's see what happens. And that's what happened on late July. On late July, I think 13th of July, we say, okay, we've been building something quite solid, quite okay for 1 month, and both back then we both had full-time job. So it was only late night and weekend build. So we didn't have much time to build, and later, and we didn't have a Cloud Code or anything else to ship a super fast thing. So that was crazy. It took us like a lot of nights to launch a simple ping status page.
And you could spend like hours of debugging stuff, and nowadays it's lots of time and a lot spent.
And 13th of July, you say, okay, it's time for a video. I think it was for a week. You did it on a weekend. I think you did it on a Sunday.
Oh, true.
You did it on
the announcement post of
You did it on a Sunday evening, and I think you told me, okay, I record myself like a billion times just to make something quite okay, and then you launch it. We officially launched it, and it was out in the wild. It was let's go.
Yeah, and we got a lot of like good feedback, and which kept us pushing towards OpenStatus and building that.
Yeah, we had a lot of traction. I think Guillermo from Vercel. I think he retweeted you or something like this, or he liked your post. And I think
don't remember.
And you end up with I don't remember, but you end up like with 100,000 views on a Twitter video in 2023. And that was
yeah, I think I have. Let me check. I have it still pinned on my Twitter. It's the 95,000 now. But yeah, it was nice. Definitely.
And when we launched it, okay, and also we were open source, so we would get a lot of traction back then on GitHub.
We were trending multiple times at that time. Nowadays, we're not trending anymore. There are other cool kids building with new hot software that are trending nowadays. Exactly. Which is fine. Like they need their vanity metrics as well.
And so we launched it, and it was really fun. And when we launched it without a paid plan. The paid plan came 2 weeks after, I think, like mid-August.
And I remember, like we were all over the place. Like we had like people were saying, "What are you doing?" Like because we were pinging simultaneously at 18. We had at that time we had Vercel edge functions running instead of our fly machines, or Koyab and Railway nowadays as well. And it was like, guys, are you a monitoring system or are you a status page? What are you doing?
We had some issue finding ourselves, and exactly we didn't know. We started with a better stack alternative, and that's how we are trying. I think we say, okay, we should be a better stack alternative, but we did it was pure YOLO. We didn't know exactly where we wanted to go, and
do we still know?
Do you ever know? Do you ever know?
I think so.
No. You see, company are changing. For example, Supabase, when they started, they were like a Firebase, open source Firebase, and now they're just focusing on Postgres, on database.
I mean, they still have auth, storage, all that. It's just positioning at the end, right? It's not. It's
Yeah. So it was a mess. We didn't know exactly what we wanted to do, and we launched our pipeline 2 weeks after our initial after our launch. And
so you don't need a paid plan if you launch. Just launch.
Yeah, just
don't
launch.
Wait too much.
And we didn't expect it to get. I just see the numbers. We got like a 400 sign up, more than 400 sign up on the first 48 hours. That was crazy. Yeah, we did not expect it. So and I remember we launched when we launched a paid plan. We got paid user who support us like right away. That was super cool.
Agreed. The open source community is also like a big driver and very, very supportive.
Yeah, I think I remember at that time there was a lot of open source company launching on Twitter, and from this era there's still like company like Documenso. There is a Papermark. They both choose different paths. Documenso and VC, and Papermark still bootstrapping like we do, but and because we are talking about VC and bootstrapping, when we got trending on regular mess,
we were in all lists from the VCs, then ping, and then automated email, and
I remember that we just got like call from, not call, we have an email from a lot of VC saying, what are we building? And they just wanted to know and if they could invest in OpenStatus.
And what was our reaction like? We were very
Oh,
naive.
realize we didn't know what we wanted to build. We were just like, yeah, you just have two people in the middle of fame. It was kind of fame, and we're like, oh fuck, what do we do? And what should we do? We don't know what we want to do, and it's just happening like this. Like we woke up and it was happening. We
Yeah.
we we were lucky to be here at the right time, at the right place at the right time. And yeah, I remember VC, and we had, I think we had like more than, yeah, a lot of call with VC, and it was a mess for us because they give us some idea. They said, oh yeah, that's cool, and you should probably build this, and that's when OpenStatus got a little bit messy.
Distracted, let's say that.
This
But yeah, I remember like some calls with at San Francisco style people, and but at the same time, like, yeah, we didn't know what we also wanted.
yeah, we said, okay, if we could get some money to build something, that would be cool. But yeah, we didn't know exactly what we wanted to build, and we were just like, and what did we launch? We started with monitoring, and then talking with VC. We said, okay, we need to have a bigger vision. We need to have a bigger plan. We need to have this $1 billion idea.
Yeah. And yeah, money was in monitoring.
Yeah, it was. They said okay, and I remember we talked to people about status page, and say no, don't go status page.
Yeah,
There is no money in it. There is no money in it. You should go monitoring. You can always sell more. You can always sell for enterprise and sells a lot. But I think we went through a little bit of this, so that's why we wanted to build more monitoring. So we thought about doing like some, back then it was really cool, like edge monitoring or serverless edge monitoring. We wanted to build something like this.
Yeah.
We thought okay, maybe we should build like but did it happen?
I remember also, I think we built a RAM.
Yeah, I
real
built
user monitoring as well, and we had like also a wait list, and I think we had it under or we shipped it already as an integration, but then it was just like too many pillars to maintain and to think about, and as like a 2 people team, it's like you have to very focus on things, just like I don't know, be an expert in what you.
And we just remember that it was fun. The ramp thing, we say, okay, we need to build like a performance stuff. We say, okay, we need to build API monitoring, performance.
Because then it would match with the global monitoring, because then you know how the user speed is. At the same time, you know how it is on data centers and like all that tracking.
It was a fun part. Yeah, and I think we just, all this mess, not knowing where we wanted to go, last for 6 months or a little bit more. It was fun. It was really fun. And also, yeah, I'm reading your note, and I just saw that you said we DDoSed Vercel.
Yeah, because how how naive we started, and we like I remember we had like a scheduler who would ping all the edge functions from Vercel at the same time, and I think I don't remember, but we had like 10,000 of requests at the same time that we would ping to Vercel on their edge edge endpoints, and suddenly we didn't reach them, and so we went on a call with Andreas, with Kronak, and he told us like, hey, you could do this, you could do that. Turns out we just ended up adding random sleeps so that it wouldn't end up requesting those endpoints at the same time, but like in a different times. And yeah, was because we were also not we were not expecting that so many people would just create an account, and B, just because it was super naive. Like,
no, just when we launched a product, we just say we were simple. It was like a super simple version of the product, and it was
which was fine, and it was fine because we also reacted relatively quickly, and like that's okay. It's not, don't think about scale at the beginning. It's just like start thinking while it comes.
Exactly. It maybe it's all these people, all these builders who say, okay, I need like a
Kubernetes from day one.
No, don't do that. Just focus on your product. Focus on your product and get customer first, get user first, instead of thinking about scaling. If it comes, that's cool. But I think most of the time you will have time to like overnight success is not happening quite often, or it's mostly happening never to me. There is no such thing.
Except for OpenClaw.
Yeah, but
no, I'm just kidding, because he built like 50 side projects at the same time to build his empire, basically.
Yeah, he was building a lot of things.
Yeah.
It was really fun. And what did we did after? It was cool. And yeah, we explored so many directions. We were kind of lost. It was like September, I think around September, and we were still building. You in Germany.
It's crazy because back then we didn't meet.
No, yeah.
Like it's we met over 1 year later in real.
We
24
met
at your place.
Yeah.
So it was all remote.
Yeah.
Just two people having an idea and dreaming about that and like really pushing.
And building it online. And
yeah, exactly. That's a big part.
I think there's some magic because we built it online and we always successfully managed to talk, and we always went into the same direction for 3 years. That's the magic of I don't know, of this match.
Yeah, and always good to have like different opinions, and you should launch this now, you should fix your pixel now. Things like that. It's fun.
Yeah. September, we were still running it as a side project, and we were just like probably making making 100 euros monthly. We probably had like a 3 paying customer and not much. That was really cool. It was, and we built a lot of stuff that was not finished. That was me pushing to do a lot of things. That was me pushing to go everywhere.
That's fine.
And I remember, and then I think in October we said, okay, in October 2023, Burn came out, like Burn got a little bit, I think not Burn V1, but probably Burn V1, and we say, okay, maybe we should use Burn. We need to use Burn because we got limited by the Vercel serverless function. And we said, okay, let's use Burn, which was a mistake back then.
Only Burn? You mean only Burn, not with Hono or?
No, but Burn the runtime.
I mean Vercel, that it was a mistake. No, what was a mistake?
When we got out of the Vercel edge function, I think by by October,
I think.
October,
Yeah.
and say okay, and at the same time, Burn came out, and we say okay, we could build our probes with Burn.
The props were I now I remember. Yeah.
Yeah, we say okay, maybe we need to get the props out of Vercel Edge function because it's going to be expensive. It's going to be expensive.
Yeah.
We had like 1,000 users back then, and on monitoring, and we could not run. So we say okay, let's be somewhere. Let's put it somewhere else, and we choose Fly, which was cool. And we say, okay, at the same time, yeah, Bun came out, and we say, okay, maybe instead of rewriting all the code, just building something new for the props, just convert it to just use it. It's the same code. It's just TypeScript, so just use Bun, compile it, and deploy it on Fly. And we use first version of Bun, and it was a mistake. It was not finished yet. I think they did the same thing as us. It was not finished. We got a lot of bugs, and I think we got a lot of bugs, a lot of random stuff happening because Bun was buggy. Bun was really buggy.
And I remember.
And I think we say okay. After that we say okay, we need to get reliable. We can just, and we choose to rewrite our probes in Golang with Go, and I think
it was the best decision.
I think it took 2 days, like a weekend, and we say okay.
No AI involved.
No AI involved. Just me building, writing some.
Lock that man in a cave.
And we did that. Yeah, I think in September. I think we had some blog posts about that.
Yeah.
Or maybe some blog posts on our website about doing this. And then after that, what we did, we had some queue. We had some queue in between our scheduler and the props.
I mean, we had it. You remember we used QStash? We had it, but it was costly.
All this serverless tool, it's fine if you're raising money, but we were like bootstrapping, we were a bit hacky, we were scrappy, we were trying to find some, and that was fun. And then we moved to, and then after we moved to Google because I knew Google Cloud, and we can get some credits.
Yeah, we had
like 2K.
Lots of credits.
We got 2K. We just exhausted them like a couple of months ago. I remember. Yeah, we just exhausted them like early this year. We just had our. We took us like almost 2 years and a half of Google credit before. It was cool.
Yeah. Wow. Yeah.
Like, and what happened after? Yeah, we did a lot of mistakes. When we built it, we did a lot of mistakes. We were YOLOing. We didn't know our ICP. No, if we are talking with people, we know who we should target, who we should talk to, what we want to build, and who we want to build it for. But back then, we were trying to sell our product to everyone, which was a mistake. And we were
Yeah, and also we were like too much focusing on the technology, like trying the latest stuff, like being really always on the edge, and it
was a mistake. But at the same time, it was not.
Exactly, because we drove us a lot of visibility, because we shared a lot with what we built at that time, and so those people wanted also to know and reshared, and so that was like a snowball effect. But I'm happy that nowadays, like it's kind of like over, and we're more, because more and more people are relying on us, so it's going back to the boring a little bit.
No, we are going to the boring stack way. But when we launched, we are using all the new Next.js server action. We were using all this. I think it was already AppRouter Oh, they just. I think it was
Yeah,
no. Yeah.
it was relatively new app browser.
No. It was new. I think AppRouter was new back
It was
then,
half a year old.
and I think we were just one of the first like big
Uh-huh.
project with AppRouter. So we
Yeah.
got a lot of reshare about that and a lot of turbo repo stuff, and not to yeah. It was really fun, and a lot of people share that. And okay, it was fun because we got a lot of view. People saying, okay, what we can build with this cool thing, and we were trying to build something with this, and it was yeah, a lot of bugs, not lot of bugs, but there were some bugs, but it was we used it. It was a great marketing. It was a great marketing thing for us. It was a
Yeah.
great marketing.
I totally agree. I wouldn't do it differently, to be honest. Like just generate visibility and get customers.
Yeah, I think it's the hardest getting to get some visibility. You can build like a super cool stuff, but if you have no visibility, no one
Yeah.
cares. No one cares, and even if you have, I'm more into the like we said before, I'm more into the half-baked product with bugs. I'm okay to ship a half-baked product with bugs back then, but yeah, just get some eyeballs on your product instead of just
Yeah. And I mean also like you shared a lot of bugs that you have faced with Bun, for example, right? You wrote some GitHub issues and like it's also like supporting each other and yeah, building
and
together.
and we had no plan. And we had no plan where we wanted to go. No. Actually, see, yes, we had some plan from the beginning. We wanted to build a sustainable product, a
Yeah.
sustainable project, and we were like, okay, but we got these VC people in our way, so we got distracted. But from the beginning, we said, okay, we want to build something sustainable, something.
Exactly. And it I think yeah, it was also important to not like leave like go all in at the beginning, and it was
Mm,
more of a let's see how it goes.
mm, it was great, and yeah, and we met for the first time 1 year after, a bit more, yeah, 1 year
Yeah,
after.
a little bit after, but yeah.
But and
Yeah.
okay, no, we okay, almost 3 years of OpenStatus. We see each other 3 times.
3 times and soon fourth, so it's nice. Uh,
But
yeah.
you are living in Berlin, and I'm living in next to the Spanish border in France.
And we noticed it's not easy. Like there are only 3 or 4 cities where we can travel to like without having to change
Yeah,
directly
there is no direct flight from Biarritz to
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 Berlin
Berlin. Yeah,
or
and
yeah.
if, even Bilbao. I think there is no direct flight from Bilbao.
I think it's only in winter times. And
No,
we last time we met it was in November last year.
mm,
So there were yeah no direct flight.
no. So we've been building it for almost 3 years and fully rare.
You on your farm, I wanted to say, in the Pyrenees and me in the city in Berlin. Quite opposite
No, but
locations.
it's been a great match, and we've been building it, and I'm glad where we have been taken, and we will share. I think if we continue, we will try to continue this blog post series, and we will share more about in open status, and because a lot no we just talk about the first 6 months. I
Yeah.
think
Or
which
like
is
maybe we just
yeah,
talked just a little bit about other topics, but yeah, it's mainly about like how we met, how it all started,
and
what we faced, and yes.
And we are probably like not every night. No, lately a little bit less. A little bit less lately, but I think for the first 6 months we were on Slack. We were doing some huddle on Slack almost every evening.
Yeah.
I spent more time with you than with Solan.
Until your baby born.
And I remember we were pushing out, and it was really great.
Yes, was a great match.
Mm.
I'm very glad we're still here and we're still shipping together. It's nice. So yeah, let's keep the other topics for the next weeks and continue this series.
Weeks, I'm not sure. Let's aim for more, because
it's fine.
Yeah, we have a lot of topics we want to talk about. Some of them are already blog posts, but we should share more insights in.
Yeah, and first time doing it.
First time.
I'm already proud of us. It's nice. We talked about it for a month, and now we're doing it. Let's go. I remember at Kochen am See, having like the idea of taking a boat and being in the middle of the lake. It was a little bit too romantic for.
But there was no boat. No,
I think we could have.
Oh yeah, but we were probably just drinking beer. No, finally we've done this blog, and let's continue and keep going, and let's try to let's do more episodes in the coming.
Sounds good. Let's do it. See you.
Ciao. Et puis sur le